Hello, my lovelies. Today we are reviewing another Bridgerton book. This one is Bridgerton, the Viscount Who Loved Me. This is what the second season of the hit Netflix show is based on. And we're going to be talking about specifically the book, and later on when I make a review of season 2 of Bridgerton, I've already reviewed season 1 and how it correlates to the first book, The Duke and I. And I've already done a separate review on the first book, The Duke and I, that is separate from the season review. So we're going to be talking strictly about the book today, and later I will be making my review of season 2 and how it correlates to this book. So without any further ado, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's jump into it. Roll the intro. Welcome back. Now, yes, my hair is different. I've seen some people going, is your hair purple? Is it blue? It's purple, and if you can't see, it's already fading at the bottom from a couple showers. So yes, my hair is different. It used to be blonde for those of you who do not know. So yeah, I decided to dye it. I'm sorry, but I hope it looks good for you. Anyway. This is the second book of the Bridgerton series by Julia Quinn. It is what the Bridgerton TV show is based on. And in this one, we follow Anthony Bridgerton, who is Daphne Bridgerton from the first book and season's older brother. And he is looking for his Viscountess. And in this book specifically, Anthony is looking for someone that he can't fall in love with. Because when he was younger, his father died, and he has an innate fear of falling in love with someone and then dying prematurely, just like his father. And then along comes Kate. I think her name is Sheffield. Yeah, Sheffield. In the TV show, her name is Shawarma. So in this book, her name is Kate Sheffield, and she has a younger sister, Edwina. And their mother, her name's Mary, and Mary adopted Kate after her father died. Kate's dad died, and Kate is from his first wife, and then he remarried to Mary, and she took on taking care of Kate after her father's death. And they were taking time out in the country, and so it's time for Edwina's first season. She comes out to society and hopes to find a husband. Now, there is a lot of differences between the season 2 and this book. But again, we're not getting into that. But I keep thinking about it and how different they are. So I'm going to probably be making that season 2 video very soon. But this book on itself, I feel like was really good. I feel like I liked this one probably a lot better than the first one. I think I like this one a lot better than Daphne and Simon's story because both Kate and Anthony have some kind of form of PTSD, and through their love of each other, they start out hating each other because Anthony doesn't want someone that he can fall in love with, so he starts courting Edwina, Kate's younger sister, who is named the Diamond of the Season. And so he starts hanging out a lot around Kate, and he finds out that he's falling for her, and therefore she is the bane of his existence. Yeah. She is the bane of his existence because he's falling in love with her. And through it, they both kind of fall in love with each other, and it's really cute. I find this book was better than the first one, although a couple things really did kind of like go for me because of how different things are with this one. Like Daphne is kind of like trying to help Anthony, where in the first book, Anthony was actively trying to stop Simon from courting Daphne. So, like, the fact that Daphne is still willing to help Anthony find a wife after everything he did to her in the first book just shows what Daphne is. She's really cute. She's really kind in this one still. And she has a son, I think. Yeah, she has a son. And I like Antony a lot better in this one. We learn a lot more about like who Antony is, what he values. He's really snarky and he's super competitive, and him and Kate are also very competitive with each other when it comes to like croquet? Yeah, it's croquet. I forgot what the name of the game was for a second. I'm like, the game where you hit the ball through the arches. I've actually played croquet and I actually forgot the name. Oh, I'm sorry for all the croquet fans out there. How could you forget the name of the... Okay. Anyways. I don't really have a lot to say about it. I think this was a solid read. I think this was really cute. I read this book in a day. I read all the books I'm reviewing this week in a day because I did not have internet. And when I don't have internet, because of storms, I read. I couldn't do anything because our power was out and then our internet stayed out and then I had to wait for it to get fixed. So what did I do? I read. So, yeah. I liked this one. I think I do like this one a lot better than the first one. Antony's really cool in this one. Although he can be kind of an ass. I'm going to say it, Antony Bridgerton. You can be a real ass. Alright? Okay. Just saying that. I like Kate a lot in this book. I really do like Kate. I love how driven she is. She's not really willing to like change who she is. Because a lot of people are like, well, why don't you have a husband? You're in your 20s. And you're going to be a spinster your whole life if you don't change and all this other stuff. And she's like, no, if I become a spinster, okay. I'll be a governess to some kids. Like, she is just so, like, okay, like, whatever. She doesn't really, like, give into the pressures of, like, what society wants her to be, while her sister Edwina is, like, the perfection of what society deems is perfection. She's pretty, she's graceful, where Kate is more... She's not as graceful, she's competitive, she's not afraid to speak her mind. She outright tells Antony to his face that she thinks he is a man and that she doesn't want him around her sister because she wants her sister to be with someone that will actually take care of her and not just use her as a trophy wife. And I really like Kate. Also, I really do like Edwina. She is very sweet. Where Kate is more abrasive, Edwina is like really like sweet and graceful and kind, but not in like an annoying way. So I did like this book. Again, I don't really have that much to say about it except for that. I think it ended in a really cute way. So what am I gonna give the second book in the Bridgerton series, The Viscount Who Loved Me, Antony's story? I think I'm going to give this a solid 7 on the cuteness scale and my overall scale of books. Again, if you don't agree with me, that is perfectly okay. And I feel like this is a conversation we do need to have because I've seen people fighting on TikTok about like what people rate books and are like saying, well, you gave this book a 5 when it should be a 10. Like, we read books, okay? And what are books? Books are art. Books are created by people using inspiration from something or somewhere or some situation that either an author has went through or they've seen or they've experienced. And in that way, books are art. Books are a creation from someone else's mind. And I feel like everyone can have different opinions on books and still not fight about it. Like, I understand. There's people, like, Harry Potter and Twilight are some of my favorite series of all time. I'm a huge fan of vampire books. And I see people all the time saying that, like, vampire books are trash and Harry Potter is just so overrated and so full of problems. And yes, they are. I fully agree. Harry Potter has a whole lot of issues with it. Same with Twilight. Same with every book probably out there. No book is perfect. And I'm not saying that excuses the book's issues, But when you're actively dunking on people that like these series still and are able to acknowledge its issues and still enjoy the good parts, that's where I have an issue. You guys should not be like going after and bullying people because of what they think of a book. Just because you have a different opinion does not mean that your opinion is the have-all be-all. Like, these are just my opinions. And if you disagree, that's cool. Let's talk about it. We can be respectful of other people's opinions and still not agree with them. Because I've seen a lot of bullying online recently about different books and authors and stuff, and it's just not okay to me. It's just not okay. Like, you cannot read a certain author and not like a certain author and still tell people why you don't like them. Doesn't mean you should go attack them for why they still read the author's books. It's a lot of the times that people don't even know. Like, there's an issue I'm going to be talking about, I think. I'm probably going to talk about this, but Where the Crawdads Sing, the author, has a lot of issues. And a lot of people are talking about it because now the Where the Crawdads Sing is going to be made into a movie. And I've never read this book. I heard this through Book Talk. And I'm not going to go fully into the situation, but I see people defending this author when I really don't feel like they should. But I'm not outright going to call these people awful for defending somebody. Like, we can all get along and still have a creative discussion about things like this. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, with all that out of the way, I think I'm going to give this book a 7 on my scale. I think it was solid. It was a good, solid read. It was cute. It was really cute in the end. And I can't wait to read the third one, which Bridgerton Season 3 is now in production. So I will probably read the third one, because I own it, closer to Season 3's release. So that way I can read the book and then watch the season and see how they correlate. So, that's what I got for you guys today. If you feel like it, hit the likes, hit the subscribes, press all the buttons, do all the YouTubey things. I'm not good at this. I feel awkward asking, but like I feel like I should because everybody else does. So, anyway, press all the buttons, do all the things. What is your current read? What are you reading? Have you read this book? What's your opinions about it? I like talking about books with people, if you couldn't tell. So, yeah, that's my questions for you. I love you all so much. I'm so glad to be back to making content. So happy to be back to making content. Because it's been weird. So, that's what I got for you guys. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.